guys, welcome back to my channel. So this past week we got to see like an extra behind the scenes, almost like a tell-all episode of Mama June from Not to Hot. Pumpkin and Alana sat down and they went into some behind the scenes situations that happened over the course of this season. It also featured what seemed like an interview that Mama June did with production. As you guys know, Mama June agreed to meet up with Pumpkin. They met up. Mama June agreed to take a drug test. She took the drug test. However, it said that she was dirty for cocaine. Now, that drug test was sent off to a lab, and it come back that it was, in fact, negative for cocaine. This most recent episode told us a lot. Mama June really opened up. She opened up to production about what's been going on. We also got to see her talk to the guy at the rehab center, like the counselor guy, and she talked about how she hasn't talked to her mom in 7 years. She hasn't talked to her dad in a long time. He asked her drug of choice. She said that it was crack cocaine. She also talked about the fact that she snorted cocaine so much that it actually is the reason that she lost her eyesight. I didn't even have any idea that was even possible, but apparently, as Mama June says, like, nope, it goes up your nose and it goes basically somewhere close to your eye, and it ruined her eyesight.
What's your DOC, if you don't mind me asking?
Had to be cocaine crack.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I started snorting it, lost my vision, and then I quit, and then I went to using just smoking crack. It's weird because as you snort it, when it goes up in here.
Yeah, no, you feel it right in it. You feel it behind your eyes. Get that.
It was like 2 seasons ago, that maybe more than that we saw Mama June. We seen Mama June have surgery on her eyes to try to fix her eyes. Never did she ever talk about the reason why she lost her eyesight, but talking to this guy as she's doing her intake and she's being processed, she talks about the fact that that's what caused her to lose her eyesight. I was very shocked. Something else that I was shocked about is Mama June said that their habit was they could do several ounces a day, that they had like a $3,000 a day habit. I don't really know much about drugs, but I would say if you're spending about $3,000 a day, that has to be a lot. That has to be a lot. And it's obviously, one of the things that Pumpkin said when she was taking Mama June to rehab, she was asking her about them being clean, and Mama June said, well, we still like to party, you know, and she said, yeah, but doing drugs is not partying. And she made the comment that Mama June spent like $500,000 in a short amount of time. And she alluded to the fact that maybe it was because of the drugs, that's what caused Mama June to, that's where the money went. Pumpkin told Mama June at this meeting that they had, she said, I need 3 things from you. I need you to get help, I need you to get a phone, and I need you to be able to pass a drug test. Now, if you follow Mama June now on social media, it looks like she's clean. Her and Geno talk about sobriety a lot on their IGs. Just today, Mama June and Geno posted a emotional post about their friend who recently lost his life to addiction. And Mama June talked about how it seems like maybe she may have met him in the rehab center, because she talked about them being in rehab together, and he would ask her, you need to put me on your show, and he would rap. And she said 1 relapse was all that it took this young man, and he lost his life to addiction. So they do talk about the fact that they are recovering addicts. But in this episode, you guys, we see Gina, Mama June's manager, talk about the fact that Mama June and Geno were homeless. They were at rock bottom. They were homeless. They were dead broke. They didn't have a choice of what they were really going to do. We also got to find out that at one point, Mama June's sister Dodo and Mama June's niece actually called the cops to have a welfare check done on Mama June and Geno, and production was there to see it. They saw the cops pull up, and they talked about the fact that if Mama June and Geno had anything in plain sight, it could ultimately lead to them being arrested. However, that's not what happened. Geno come out and spoke to the cops, and Mama June never come out of the room. Geno opened the door enough for Mama June to yell that she was okay and for the cops to leave, so they left. At one point, while production was talking to Mama June, they asked her, do you think you make your girls proud? And she actually responded that she can't worry about that she cannot worry about whether or not she makes her daughters proud. And I really thought that's kind of like the mind of an addict. I don't see regular mothers thinking, well, I can't worry about whether or not I make my kids happy or proud, because most of the time you really want to make your children proud. I do think that now we will probably get a different answer from Mama June, But months ago, that was her answer, was that she couldn't worry about it. Another thing that was very shocking to me in this interview, and it was kind of telling, is when she was asked by the guy at the treatment center, he said, why do you want to seek treatment? What brought you here today? You know, what made you decide to take this step? She actually, her first answer was for the judge. She was like, you know, to show that I can do better when we go before the judge, when we have our court date and we have to go before the judge. I want the judge to see that I've been taking classes. I've been coming to treat me, you know. And then she said, and to show my kids that, you know, I want to get better. But that was kind of telling to me. It really made me wonder, well, Mama June, you know, is that the only reason? If you didn't have this case against you, would you be here right now? Would you have committed to going to this rehab center? I don't know. It just kind of makes you wonder, you know. Mama June did contradict herself in this episode. At one point, she was talking to Pumpkin, and she told Pumpkin that she sold the house because they were dead broke, that she needed the money so she could pay off the people that were basically after Pumpkin and them. You know, she said, like, we got that taken care of, we needed the money. But when she done the interview with production, just hours later, she said that wasn't the reason at all. She said that the reason they sold the house was because that house held too many bad memories for her. And she even went as far as to say that she personally thought that the house was possessed, that there was something evil there, and that's why so many bad things happened when she lived in the home. Production reminded her, you know, what about the good memories? And she basically said that she really couldn't think about that she just had to be thankful that she's no longer there where so many bad memories are. And she said that it was a weight lifted off her shoulders, that she does not have to worry about that house anymore. I do want to put it out there, though, that it seems like they are doing better. Just a couple days ago, Geno actually stepped on the scales and took a picture of it, and he weighed 303 pounds. And he said, this is not mine and June's weights together. This is my weight, and it's due to recovering from addiction and also the quarantine. So what do you guys think about this? It was a wild episode. It was a wild interview, the interview that she done with production. She really revealed a lot when she spoke to Pumpkin, when she spoke to the guys at the center, and when she spoke to production. She revealed a lot of secrets, you guys. I'm blown away about the Eyesight situation. Never knew that. Didn't even know it was possible. Also, I'll do a recap of next week's video sometime next week after that episode comes out. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, everyone.